We got so many positive voicemails about my interview yesterday with Michael Moss on how people become addicted to food, in a sense, and how big food industry giants have a role to play in that. Here's a voicemail left on our voicemail number, 2192-DAVID-P. Of course, the show is playing in the background. That's almost a requisite for some of our favorite callers. No, but we love this caller, and he tells a very interesting story. Take a listen to this.
Excellent segment with the fellow from the New York Times, Mike, the nutritionist. Listen, I have the COPD. I've had it real bad where I had to go to the hospital. I couldn't breathe for an hour and a half on 3 different occasions.
Yeah.
I stopped eating regular, junk, like potato chips and ice cream. But recently, I've used just baked potatoes, oatmeal, fresh pineapple, and bananas.
Right.
I'm serious. And water and orange juice. That's it. And my breathing has improved dramatically, David. Dramatically. And what he's talking about, I still take 20 mils of methadone a day. But he's so right on, this guy.
Yeah. Listen, this I heard from so many people, and a lot of these industries, they profit from complexity. You need us to tell you what items should be on your list of things you can eat and things you can't eat. Or here's a bunch of super processed products that are either keto or vegan or whatever, and you look at the ingredient list and it's protein extracts and all of these different reformulations of elements of different food products. That's where all the profit comes from making things complicated and from recombining ingredients in a more profitable way. And of course, different folks have different food requirements and sensitivities and may have lifestyle choices around food that they want to make. But the best thing anybody can do is get off of the food products. Buy ingredients rather than food products. And obviously people's lives get in the way, and sometimes it's difficult to do this or that or to, home cook meals every day. But the point is, the simplest thing is, are sweet potatoes good or bad now? I mean, I'm not sure. Just go with the most unprocessed possible diet. And that's what we continue to learn. And yesterday's interview with Michael Moss, if you haven't seen it, check it out. Very, very much well reviewed by the David Pakman Show audience. And I'm glad to hear our friend, whose name I forget, but I recognize him that might actually be a Providence accent. I don't know that it's a Boston accent. Good guy. Glad you're doing better. Glad the COPD is doing better. Okay. On the bonus show today, Twitter is backtracking after an outcry for the gender neutral term women with an X, WOMXN. I don't even know how it's supposed to be pronounced. I want to talk about this entire X thing, particularly when it comes to Latinx, which is something I don't subscribe to. And I have an interesting story to tell you guys about. When will the mask wearing safely stop? We're going to discuss that on the bonus show. And we're also going to talk about a way that Democrats, without killing the filibuster, could gut the filibuster. All right. All of those stories and more. I will be joined by producer Pat on today's bonus show. Sign up at joinpakman.com to get instant access. I will see you then.